Hi, this is Adjryche Channing. I'm the chef de cuisine and pastry chef of Restaurant 17. Today I'd like to walk you through the process of how I like to make my fresh classic eclairs. Eclairs are my favorite pastry because they have just a little bit of everything. I mean, it's a baked pastry filled with vanilla cream and topped with chocolate. It's pretty much about as perfect as it gets. First step in making the eclairs is make the chocolate ganache. Chocolate ganache is nothing more except boiled cream poured over chocolate and then whisked together. I love watching this creamy chocolatey mess come together into a smooth and shiny ganache. Next we make the pâte à choux. The pâte à choux is a staple in almost any pastry kitchen. This is the same recipe that I would also use to make profiteroles, salambos, religieux, and of course the eclairs. The ingredients required to make pâte à choux are milk, butter, salt and sugar, flour, and whole eggs. First in the pot I'm going to combine the milk and the butter, salt and sugar, and then I'm going to bring them to a boil. Once they come to a boil, I'm going to cut the heat and then add the flour to it. I'm going to stir this together to make a paste, and then once it comes together as a paste, I'm going to turn the heat back on and cook it for about 1 minute. Once the paste is cooked, I'm going to transfer it into the bowl of a mixer, and then I'm going to incorporate the eggs. So now I put the finished pâte à choux into a piping bag fitted with a round tip. Next, I'm going to pipe them into straight lines onto parchment paper. This is the trickiest part of the whole process for me, because taking such a malleable substance and piping it into a straight line requires even, steady pressure and a very steady hand. Next, I'm going to glaze the piped eclairs with egg wash and then score the tops of them with a fork so they bake evenly. Next, I bake them at 325 degrees. I rotate them every 10 minutes. That way they'll be even colored. It usually takes about half an hour. Next, we make the pastry cream. This is what's going to be piped inside of the eclair. It's really nothing more than a custard that's stabilized with a little bit of cornstarch. Once the custard comes together in a pot, we're going to pass it through a tammy or a sieve. Make sure that the texture is nice and smooth. Finally, we add soft butter and then let it cool in a mixer. Once the eclairs are baked, I'm going to finish hollowing them out with a wooden skewer. This ensures that I'm able to pipe the pastry cream into the eclair without any trouble. Now that the ganache is cooled off and set up, I can pipe it onto the top of the eclair. And here we have the finished eclair. I look forward to sharing one with you at the new Cafe 17.